When I first found out I was pregnant, I was very excited. I imagined having a healthy pregnancy. I imagined having a cute belly. I imagined having a pregnancy glow. I imagined being strong and powerful in my femininity.
I had two pregnancies in my life. My two daughters are 23 years old and 16 years old.
My husband and I have two beautiful children. However, we have had two very different pregnancies and experiences from the two of them. Our oldest is a daughter who we were able to conceive very quickly and had a near perfect pregnancy. Our second was a little bit more complex in the sense where we ended up using in vitro fertilization to get pregnant with him just due to secondary infertility.
I've been fortunate enough to have two babies that are very healthy.
I began getting headaches to the point where they were unmanageable.
I had some headaches that couldn't pass with paracetamol. And I was a bit swollen in the legs or things like that, but that can happen when you are pregnant.
My first pregnancy was a bit scary.
So I had a preeclampsia with an HELP syndrome, which is even worse because it touches as well the liver on the top of everything else. And I discovered it in my 6 months of pregnancies.
The term preeclampsia was thrown out there as a possibility. And what had started off as preeclampsia had very quickly gone to severe preeclampsia and had escalated to HELP syndrome.
I was diagnosed with preeclampsia at around 32 weeks. And the results of both lab tests came back that I had very severe preeclampsia.
My pregnancy did progress into early onset preeclampsia as it had in the previous two pregnancies.
So I was transferred to this new hospital on the 31st of December.
All of these were basically this perfect storm and like a ticking time bomb in my body.
And I just really had no clue what was in store. I just remember being in shock and pain and terrified that I didn't know what was happening with my daughter.
It was becoming very clear that what I thought was going to end up being a full-term, quote-unquote, normal pregnancy had really just been taken away from me in that 24-hour period.
My daughter Tyler was born at 3 pounds 1 ounces, and they said that she was a fighter because she came out screaming.
My second son was born around 26 weeks, but he passed away after 10 days in the NICU.
So she was born at 31 weeks, which is very early.
30 weeks delivery is considered extremely preterm.
But she was there for 2 months up into basically until her normal birth date.
I've experienced 3 pregnancies, developing early onset preeclampsia with each pregnancy. Today, I'm extremely grateful to have 2 healthy sons, but my husband and I do grieve the loss of our second baby.
No one wants to go through what I went, and I guess all the mothers that had preeclampsia could say the same thing.
Fortunately, my second pregnancy went more as planned, but they treated me as very high risk.
The biomarkers would have been a great help at this time.
So it would have been so much better for, I think, my treating providers and myself to be able to detect something earlier on so that we could plan accordingly. So I think there's an incredible opportunity to inform others about preeclampsia, about the risks, and also about having biomarkers for screening and management of preeclampsia.
I would encourage all women to really look into preeclampsia. The best thing you could do is be an advocate for your own health and safety. It's powerful to use your voice. Let's celebrate Pre-eclampsia Awareness in May, and let's use our voice and speak up so that way others can be strong and speak up as well.